Hi, my friends, and thanks for joining me for this issue of Rise Over Run. In these videos, we focus on topics of interest to small business owners. Once you get a business up and running, it can be too easy to focus on managing the day-to-day operations of the business, the run part. But if you spend all your time running the business, it becomes a real challenge to grow the business, the rise part. This is your monthly reminder to spend some time on the rise over the run. Today, let's talk about what we're all focused on right now, a crazy and unpredictable business environment. Look, we already know that being a business owner is not the easiest job out there. You already juggle so many jobs, so many hats: CEO, CFO, head of HR, chief marketer, sales team of one, office therapist, janitor. But lately, it feels like the job description got longer. Apparently these days you must also be a policy analyst, an amateur economist, a futurist, and a part-time lobbyist. Because how else are you supposed to navigate on again, off again tariffs, or a customer base frozen in decision paralysis because no one knows what next month will look like? Does that sound familiar to you? Well, whether you're selling a physical product and living at the mercy of tariffs, international shipping, and pricing chaos, or offering a service and watching clients hesitate on every new project, the message is the same. Uncertainty is the new normal. So how do you keep your business steady when the world around you won't sit still? Here are 4 ways small business owners can manage in this unpredictable environment without adding 10 more hats to your already overworked head. Number 1, stop trying to predict everything. You're not a fortune teller, unless you are, in which case, call me. Let's talk. Instead of getting stuck in what-if loops, shift your energy to building flexibility into your business. Focus on what you can control and where you can be flexible when changes come up that you can't control. Can you fill gaps between big customers with short-term projects? Can you look for ways to limit your risk or find more flexibility in your financing? Rather than predicting, focus on listening for the issues that you can address for your customer base during all this uncertainty. Which leads me to number 2, double down on your core customers. In uncertain times, clarity is power. You know who your best customers are, the ones who return, refer, and rave about you. So focus on delighting them, or just checking in with them to see what's on their mind that you might be able to address. Now is not the time to chase every shiny object or to try to be everything to everyone. So ask yourself, who are my top clients or customers, and what's one way I can serve them even better this quarter? Or even just, can I touch base with each top customer to see how they are doing? Number 3, turn to micro planning to stay sane. Okay, as a futurist, I tend to push small business owners to think into the future, envision the future they want to be for themselves and what their business should look like. Start big and then focus in 1 year at a time to get there. But here's the thing, while looking further into the future is still a viable path for the long term, when it comes to the short term, maybe it's time to think even shorter than usual. In other words, annual planning is great until it gets torpedoed by tariffs. These days, monthly or even weekly planning can give you more traction. It's just like curling. You might throw the stone aiming for the perfect shot, but you also know you may need to adjust your goal through some sweeping on the fly, knowing that the ice never stays the same. Have a plan B if your first plan isn't working out, but keep planning in small steps. So each week, set one business building priority, just one, something that moves the game forward, not just putting out fires. Take 15 minutes and reach out to a prospective customer or tweak your marketing message. You might be taking tiny steps, but just keep moving forward. And number 4, lean into community. When the economy is acting like a caffeinated toddler, the worst thing you can do is isolate yourself. Real talk with fellow business owners can be a lifeline, not just for strategy, but for sanity. They're the only ones who actually get it, and they're also more likely to share what's working in real time before it ever hits a webinar or podcast. You are not alone. We are all navigating this crazy year at the same time, and it feels so much better to have a support network to keep you sane-er and compare notes as we make our micro moves and try not to get sucked into doomsday planning. If you're not sure where to start, well, just find or create a small circle of peers. Reach out. Even an informal monthly Zoom can be game-changing if it's filled with people who are willing to be honest, supportive, and a little scrappy. The bottom line, you don't have to become an economist to navigate in this economy. And let's face it, being a lobbyist isn't something you have time or money for right now. What you do need is resilience, adaptability, and a solid support network around you. This moment in time is hard, But you're not doing it wrong. It's just a weird time to be in business. So keep showing up, keep adjusting, and most importantly, keep going. Side note, if you're craving more of this kind of talk with other small business owners who sit down and get together and figure things out in real time, that's exactly why I created Intentional Growth Circles and Your ROI Club. They're designed for people like you who are building something meaningful in a world that won't sit still. If you're curious to learn more, reach out to me at any time. Until next time, keep building those relationships, and please feel free to share your thoughts with me directly. You can always email me at kelly@secondstagegrowth.com or find me on LinkedIn or Facebook or comment on this video on YouTube. Thanks for watching. I hope this got you thinking, and we'll see you next time.